let's go to the hotline. And let's see if we can go out to the big country to talk with the head coach of the 1-0 Stephenville Yellowjackets, Coach Sterling Doty. Coach, how are you?
Hey, doing well, guys.
Thanks so much for joining us. How are things in beautiful Stephenville, Texas?
Hey, it's going well. It's going well. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about your Yellowjackets going starting off the season with a bang with a big win over Sweetwater. I know that starting the season off on the good foot is always important out there. I'm interested in what you saw from your guys on Friday night that has you excited.
Yes, sir. You know, a big win for us here to open it up at home. I thought we had faced adversity for the first time in the season, so that was good for us to overcome that. It's a close game at halftime. We were able to take the lead there with about a minute left in the second quarter to go up 21-13, and then had the ability to come back out after half and receive the opening kickoff, and we're able to take it in and score on that first drive, and defense came out and got a 3-and-out, and deep snapper punted over their head, and at that point we took all the momentum, and we went ahead and cashed it in for a huge second half there. But so just proud of our guys of capitalizing on that moment there. And, we just got to keep getting better and better every week.
Well, and I want to ask you a little bit about this because this was a real tight game at halftime, and Sweetwater looked like things might be turning the tide in their favor. I'm interested what your message to your guys at halftime was to spark them to outscoring the Mustangs 30-0 in the second half.
Well, it's a simple message. Just go out there, believe in yourselves, believe in what we're doing, and play hard, and everything else will take care of itself. We were doing some really good things there in the first half. We stalled out there, 2 back-to-back drives, hurt us off offensively on some execution, and maybe, we could have got them in a little bit better situation to be successful. And then on the defensive side of things, Sweetwater, Holsey, that quarterback over there, an experienced group, 8 coming back on defense, 5 coming back on offense. I know you guys thought highly of them as well as we did going into it and coming out of it. Took advantage of some double moves and some inexperience there in the secondary. But our guys really were able to hone in and just focus on doing their job. And that first Friday night, it's real easy to get wide-eyed and start looking at the big picture. And so we just challenge our guys just to focus on doing their job and keeping it all in perspective. One working as 11 out there on the field.
Talking with Sterling Doty, the head coach of the Stephenville Yellowjackets here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation, hashtag TFToday. Coach, all eyes at Stephenville are always under center, and you had a guy going out there in Ryder Lambert that I know there were some choices to make it as to what to do at quarterback. You had a great player in Coy Eakin, et cetera, et cetera. Ryder Lambert gets a call. Sure looked like he was awful sharp in his season debut. What can you tell us about your new signal caller there with the Yellowjackets?
Yes, sir. We've been blessed here since I've been back. The last 3 seasons have some really good quarterbacks, as Stephenville has a history of doing. And so had a great little competition this spring, and Ryder was the one that we went with, and Coy had a great night at receiver, scoring 3 touchdowns and big time playmaker, and for us on the outside, and played running back as well. Had I think 3 carries for about 50 yards, so he's a dynamic playmaker. And Ryder just did a really good job of running our offense, getting the ball in the hands of our guys on the outside. Reese Elson had another good night. And then, we had 4 guys with over 50 yards rushing, including Ryder and our 2 running backs and Coy, like I mentioned before. And so our offensive line did a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage and really capped it off there in the second half with scoring on every possession.
On the defensive side, it was that's an explosive Sweetwater attack, and you guys were able to hold them mostly in check. And I know a lot of that comes down to the leadership you've got over there, especially your linebacker Reese Young. This is a guy who I know you've been effusive in your praise of him, and I know that people have noticed what he does. What exactly does Reese Young, your star linebacker, bring to this team?
I tell you what, just a lot of leadership. He's definitely the leader of the War Dogs, our defensive unit over there, and energy, and just plays with great effort. And then you add, in just his explosiveness and strength as being the man in the middle there, at our middle linebacker. He just does a great job of getting our guys to rise up to the occasion, and we feel really good about our defensive line and where we're headed with that group. We're playing fast and physical, and then our back end's growing up every day, and they did some things really well to hold that explosive offense in check there. Especially about the last 2.5 quarters, really, they did a really good job.
And you're there in your third season there with the Yellowjackets, and I know that you are you're an alum. The Stephenville is home for you. You know this program well, but being in the big chair is different. What maybe do you know about this job now that maybe when you took this job back in 2019 that you didn't know?
Oh, I think no matter where you're at, there's going to be pressure, and there's no pressure than the man that you look in the mirror every day, and so I think it's all internal, and we just focus on the process, and we focus on a windshield mentality of going out and focusing on the future. We're going to learn from that rear view and get better from it, but we're going to move on pretty quick and get ready for the next one. So I think you talk to any coach, and man, we're just so caught up in the moment, the climb, this 2021 football team, and that we're all excited about, all of our groups right now, and we just can't wait to progress and go through the season.
Well, the next stop is Everman, Texas. You guys will take on the Everman Bulldogs at JEMR Stadium. This game going down 7 o'clock on Friday. I know you're already deep in game prep for the Bulldogs, and I'm not going to ask you to give away your game plan, but when you take a look at what you're up against on Friday night with Everman, what do you see?
Man, I'll tell you what, offensive and defensive lines are extremely physical. They get after you. They got some really good size over there. Accompanied with really good skill players. I mean, their sophomore quarterback, number 4, first play against Heritage, who's they're 4x1. They're down the state track meet, so Heritage got some speed too. That sophomore quarterback took it to the house on the first play from scrimmage, and so he's explosive. They got a couple good running backs, and some dangerous weapons. And it's not only his legs that he can beat you with, but the quarterback can throw the ball as well. They got good quick game and good deep ball game. So that'd be a challenge for our defense going out. And then, offensively, it'll be all about our offensive line versus their defensive line and our ability to get the ball out to our guys.
He's Sterling Doty. He's the head coach of those 1-0 Stephenville Yellowjackets. Coach, really appreciate your time. Congratulations again on the big win there on Friday night, and go get him this Friday.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate all you'll do for high school football.
There you go, Sterling Doty, head coach of the Stephenville Yellowjackets, joining us here on Texas Football Today.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.